Ah, okay, there we go. Now we got streams going. Awesome. All right, give me 1 second here. All right. Let's see. I think everything's going all right. Awesome. So I'm going to go and get started here. Hello. So I got a lot of exciting news. I'm going to start with the one that is most relevant to this stream because I think that's, it's what I named the stream after. So I'm going to start there. So first off, let me, give me 1 second here. This is a little bit funky right now. There we go. All right. So, first off, I now have a Steam page and I now have a side quest page. The game is still very, very early. You know, I've already found a few bugs, and I was actually messaged by one of the side quest members when I was submitting it for side quest. They had actually reported a few bugs to me, so awesome, thank you. I believe I've already fixed them, so that shouldn't be a problem anymore. And I have found a few myself. I have found that something I did made it so I can no longer kill enemies, so you know, that's nice. So yeah, so unfortunately you're not able to kill enemies right now, which is a really weird thing that shouldn't have been an issue. And I don't really know why it is right now, but it is. And so I have to, that's going to be part of today's stream. We're going to be figuring out what's going on with that and fixing that up. Because honestly, I think at this point, we've got like most of the basic stuff down. It's really, the only thing I'm still having issues with is AI. And I need to have a look at the dungeons as well because I'm having some performance hiccups on some of the dungeons. I think it might just be I think it might just be something with like I don't know. I don't think it's the generator itself. I think it's the rooms. But we'll focus on that in a second. So that's going to be awesome. So if you guys want to help me out with testing Altiverse, you can, I have links for both the Steam and the side quest in the description. You guys can check it out. I do need to update these with the fixed version because I haven't updated it with the bugs that was reported by the side quest team. So I do need to upload that, and that'll be uploaded. By the end of the week, I'm going to start making a habit of uploading new playtests at the end of each week. So that way you guys are able to give me feedback on all of the stuff that I am breaking and fixing throughout the week. So yeah. So that's what this is going to end up looking like. I actually need to update this. I changed the logo there. It should have looked a little bit more like this. I want to add something to the background too, but I'll worry about that in a little bit. So yeah, so if you guys want to help me out with testing, I appreciate it. Hello, Space Engineer. Yes, playtests are available. It is still very early. I'm going to say that right now, just to be completely clear. It's still very early in development. I was already given a few bugs that that one of the side quest members found when they were approving my app. So I haven't published those yet on either of those, but I will get those fixed. I already know that there's issues with the generator. Something I did made it so rooms are now overlapping, and I don't know why. And I do also know that for some reason you're not able to attack the deal damage to the enemy AI, and that's what we're going to be fixing today. Because I need to figure out why you suddenly can't deal damage to the AI, because I wasn't having issues with that for the longest time. But yeah, So yeah, if you want to give me a hand with that, with testing and all that, I appreciate all the feedback. I'm gonna make a habit of basically publishing these playtests every Friday. I might aim for like Friday evening because I know, especially for Windows, I upgraded my main PC, so now I have a bunch of hardware. I'm actually gonna see if I can upgrade my Windows PC. But right now my Windows PC that I have is kind of slow, so it kind of takes all day for me to package that. So kind of a it's kind of slow, but you know. Hello, Sound Different. Hope you're doing well. So yeah, be sure to give me all the feedback, good and bad. Tell me all the things that are broken. Tell me how terrible it is. Tell me how awesome some of the mechanics are. I appreciate all the feedback, both positive and negative. Obviously, it's still very early, so I'm expecting for most of it to be negative right now. I'm kind of expecting that. I completely understand. All right. I'll say it one more time. Links for both of those are in the description if you don't want to go looking for them on Steam and SideQuest. If you type in Altiverse, it's the only thing that comes up on both, though. So you shouldn't have a hard time. Awesome. Now, other piece of news. For those of you guys who are unaware, let me go and switch on over here to the camera for a second. I decided to go back to school. I'm going to college right now. And I found out the college I was going to has a more game development focused major that I was not aware of. And so, give me 1 second here. Come here. Sorry, I should have had this set up beforehand. I knew I was going to talk about this briefly, but give me 1 second. I was not. I was not as prepared as I should have been for this little this little piece of news here. There we go. All right. So like I was saying, I did decide to go back to college. And I did find that the college I'm going to has a more game development focused major. It's not strictly game development. They also do like some other stuff, like just kind of how to use that those same ideas in other fields as well. But I'm more into it for the game development side. And so one of the things that we're having to do for this first class is we actually have to build a game in 4 weeks in Unity. I'm not very fond of Unity. I still prefer Unreal Engine. But gripes aside with that, I am building a game in 4 weeks. It's a 2D game. It's not VR, so I'm not enjoying myself as much, but it's still pretty cool. It's still a pretty cool little game that I'm putting together. And so that I'm actually going to be publishing as well by the end of these 4 weeks. I'll go and give you just a quick little preview here. So this is going to be a 2 to 4 player. I'm going very much off of things like stick fights and spider heck rounds, games like those where it's basically just 2 to 4 players just kind of battling it out. I only have one controller hooked up right now that does work, but oh, I don't know why it spawned me in twice. That's weird. I was working on it this morning, so I think I broke something. Anyways, this is somewhat what it'll end up looking like. So I can just kind of move around. I can kind of shoot him off. He does have like a death state. I just don't have anything that happens when he dies. It's literally just you can't control him anymore right now. So I need to work in basically all the little things right now. And then we'll also have like a little turret that'll kind of fire at enemies. So yeah, this is somewhat what it's going to end up looking like at the end here. The idea is that I'm going to be focusing a lot more on like the turrets and stuff. So it's basically going to be like upgradable turrets. And I am working on designs for like the characters and everything because that's part of the curriculum as well. So I'm going to be releasing that on Steam as well by the end of these 4 weeks as well. So I figured I would just share that in case anybody was a little bit curious. Feedback is mandatory for all games. Absolutely. Yeah, especially, I'm assuming you're more talking about Altiverse. Yes, I very much need feedback because I already know there's a lot of broken things, and I know that there's a lot of things that don't work well. I've done my best, or at least the best that I can on my own, but I very much subscribe to Valve's whole playtest often approach. Although I probably don't do it as well as them because they probably have way more people who are available to help playtest, and they probably have a lot more people to work on all the different bugs and things like that. So, but yeah, as much playtest as possible is always appreciated. So yeah, so those are kind of my 2 pieces of news. We're now available for playtesting, and I'm going to be releasing another game here in 4 weeks. So it'll be awesome. It's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it. I got my work cut out for me. But I think I can handle it. All right. Let me go ahead and get Altiverse opened up so we can start working on the AI and everything. The other thing I want to see if I can figure out with the AI, for some reason I'm spawning their weapons, but their weapons are not visible, and I don't really know why. And so I need to see what's going on there. I have a few theories that I have not yet had a chance to test out, so we're going to be testing that out today. It's going to be awesome. Be cool. It'll be awesome. All right. That actually reminds me. I need to make sure I get a push done by tonight so I can build out the playtest tomorrow. Because I need to make sure that I have those playtests updated for tomorrow. I'm actually going to set up, before I forget right now, I'm going to set up a calendar event. So I remember to do that every Friday morning. Because that's going to be an all-day thing. Why is it doing that? That is so weird. Yeah, just in case you guys are curious, playtests are probably going to be going out every Friday evening. Partially because that'll end up working better with my shift, and partially because my current Windows computer is so damn slow it's going to take me all day to do anyways. Playtest upload. Okay, put it on that calendar. I'm going to have this go off every morning at 8 a.m. There's the repeat. Every week. There we go. Now I cannot forget, playtest will be going out every Friday. Be awesome. I'm excited. I'm happy that I'm now having a playtest available. Is the demo level not open? It is not. Okay, that would explain it. All right. Now, all the little bits of news and announcements out of the way. Let's have a look at the AI real quick, because this was actually kind of driving me crazy. I don't really know why, but for some reason, I have broken the AI and you can no longer deal damage to them. So, let's check this real quick. I forgot what I was looking for. Collision. All right. So, I mean, the AI does have collision set up. The sword does as well. So they both have collision. I wonder. Let's have a look at the AI real quick. I get the feeling it's something with the skeletal mesh, because this is... the only things I've changed are the skeletal mesh on the AI and the static mesh on the weapon. Those are kind of the only 2 things that I've changed, so I know it's got to be one or the other. Or a combination of both. So right now the... here's our collision settings. Right now it's set to overlap everything except for enemy, friendly, and environment. Which is what I want. Wait. Maybe I should have it overlap everything. I'm gonna have it overlap everything. We'll see if that kind of fixes it. I need to see if there's a way I can test this actually. Let's do this. I'm going to... I have an idea to test this. We will do... I need to remember what I'm trying to do. Okay, so we'll go and clear that out. So that should make it so it doesn't move. And I'm just going to reposition this so it's right over. And this should let us test it and see if this is working. Let me also have a quick look real quick at the weapon. Okay. Print string. We'll have it get our other actor. Oh, I did not have demo level set to always loaded. There we go. I think there's something with the AI. It kind of makes my, it kind of makes Unreal Editor run a little screwy right now. I gotta like do this whole load thing. I think there's usually like 3 of them. Oh, wait. Did that kill it? Interesting. So it's only when the weapon's being gripped. Okay. So that actually narrows it down a bit. Okay, so there's something... so then that might mean it's something in our physics grab then. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. So when we grab, right? Set simulate physics to false. Set relative transform. That's interesting because we're not doing anything here. I'm not using the grab function, am I? No, I'm not. Proton FX requested access. It should automatically grant access. Let me double check that real quick. I will double check. I believe it should have automatically granted access, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's check here. Oh, wow. There's apparently it's not. Okay. God, there's already 22 people requesting access. I'm gonna change this then. We'll do, I'm gonna make this an open playtest then. It should automatically start granting access then. I don't know if I need to publish that real quick or not. What if I do this? Okay, there we go. Granted access to everyone. All right, it should from now on. I'll give this another check probably later today, because I'm sure there will be other people. I'll give it another check, but it should from now on automatically allow people to enroll in the playtest. And just so you're aware, so something interesting about the way the playtest works. Oh, I did not switch over OBS. I'm an idiot here. Not that one. Hold on. One thing at a time. Where's Unreal Engine? There it is. Okay. Also, something interesting about the way the playtest works, it doesn't actually tell me like who is requesting access or anything like that. The way that the playtest works on my side is it just tells me this is how many people are requesting access. This is how many people currently have access. I have no idea who is playing my game. I have no idea. I have like no control over restricting or allowing specific people access to my game. The most I might be able to do is provide a Steam key to give someone specific access. But like just through the manager on my side, I can't see who is playing my game or anything like that. I just know this is how many people are right now. So yeah. In case you're ever curious about like how the playtest works, from what I understand, it selects people at random. If you have it set to like limited people are allowed access to a playtest. I believe I was told it just kind of randomly selects people every time that happens. Okay. Let's real quick. So I need to see what's going on here. All right, so for some reason, it's something when I grab the weapon, it no longer deals damage. And I wonder... Wait. Maybe I did fix it, actually. Hold on. I might have actually fixed it. This might not be during the grab. Because, hold on, what did I have it as before? I think I originally had it like this. Okay, yep, that's what it is. Okay, so this all has to be overlap for everything. Okay, or at least for one of these. I'm assuming it's probably like enemy or friendly or something like that. Okay. No, wait, what did I do? Now it's not dealing damage again. Why is it not dealing damage? We're going to filter out so we're only looking at the weapon. Okay, it did deal damage to the AI base, I think. Let me see here. Okay. I think that's what it was. Let's double check this real quick. No. What is going on here? I'm so confused right now. Hold on. So no, it has to be something. What is going on here? I'm so confused. Okay, let's try something different. I'm going to... Thank you, No Mix Up. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the tutorials. Set vision response to all channels. Okay, I'm gonna try this. We're going to set this to overlap. I think that'll work. So my assumption is that something is like disabling the responses. So we're gonna try. I'm gonna do that, and then we're actually gonna set this overlap. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna set weapon to overlap, physics body to overlap. Environment, actually, I think I want to block. Because I think I had an environment for specific items. Okay, so we're going to try that. I think that'll fix it. I'll have to give that a test. All right. Now, I also want to see why it is that my AI are not spawning the weapons correctly. So that I have here. Attach actor to components. Let's do this real quick. I'm going to promote this to a variable. Call this weapon. Okay. And I'm going to do this. We're going to draw debug line. And we're going to do it here. Get socket location. Okay, and we're going to do it all the way to our weapons location. Because I want to see where it's at. Because maybe it's spawning somewhere else and just not attaching correctly. Thickness of 20. Okay, no, it is there. Where? What the heck? Interesting. So no, it is there. Actor scale? Is it something with the scale maybe? Nope, scale's full on. This is so weird. I have no idea what's going on. Let me see if maybe I can get a little closer. I wonder. I don't see like any collision or anything. It shows it's there. Let me try something real quick. I'm going to spawn it. I'm just going to attach it. Attach component. I'm gonna try this. Dang it. Hold on. Give me 1 second here. There we go. All right, so let's real quick. I'm gonna snap all these target keep world. Where is it going? I don't understand. Let's, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna do that. And then held weapon. We'll just spawn it at the actor location. Oh yeah, I forgot this was happening. Get actor location. There's our location. There's our rotation. Let's try just spawning it. I won't even attach it. Okay, it did spawn. That's good. Because now I got 2 over there. Okay. Now, how do I want to do this? Do I need to change something here? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's a physics thing. So let's do this. Get... class, we will say physics. Grab. Okay, I think I might know what's happening here. Okay, we'll make sure it is, oh, not valid index, is valid. Try grab. Okay, so let's see here. Let me see what all I need real quick. So for the try grab, I forgot how much of a mess some of this was. Okay, so handles just being set. Actually, I don't even think I'm using the handle anymore, to be honest. Let me remove everything I don't need right now. Let's see here, find references. Yeah, so I'm not even using the handle anymore. So this can actually go. So let's remove this. Okay. And then it's just motion controller, which does need to be a motion controller component. And then attach skeletal mesh. What was I using these for? Okay, I'm not even using these anymore either, it looks like. I think, though, I might be using it in some other parts there. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. Set. Okay, so yeah, it is getting a mesh component. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. Because I don't feel like breaking more things than I have to right now. I'm going to put that back. Okay. Here's what we're going to do real quick. So I have an idea. We're going to create a new function called AI grab in the physics grab. So AI grab. Because actually this kind of works out somewhat because I wanted to do this later on anyways for AI grab. There we go. I wanted to do this later on anyways because I want to have the enemies that way they could drop and then pick up different weapons. Or I guess like players could take weapons from them. Actually, I don't know that I'll have... Because I'm trying to steer away from physics-based stuff. I might have it like if you parry correctly, then there's a chance that the AI will have their weapon thrown away or something like that. I think that's probably what I'm aiming for. Okay. So, for here... Let's see, we're going to see skeletal mesh... Mesh component. Go. And then we're also going to add in here socket name. Attach. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy... Actually, I'll copy all this real quick. I don't think I need all of this. I'm going to copy this real quick, and we're going to go through this a little bit. So, okay, so I'm going to take this section out. Okay, there's our socket name. Set to overlap. Set relative transform. Okay, we'll set as held. We don't need to set these two at least. Okay, and we'll go and leave the call grabbed stuff because I might end up needing that later. Okay, and then here we're just going to pass through our skeletal mesh and our hand R. Cool. All right, let's see if... Ah, there we go. Okay. Now we... Okay, so that's what it was. Now we got proper working weapons. All right. That is awesome. All right. Let me... I'm going to do this, actually. Offset transform. Get offset transform. Okay, and this should actually be fairly easy. Actually, I'm just going to do this break. Okay, and I'm just going to keep the scale the same. Combine our locations, and then we will combine rotators. And that should fix all of that. Cool. All right. So, let's just go and set... Oh, wrong thing. This is the Z-axis, so... Hold on. Make... Transform... Okay, so I don't think I need to do anything to the location. I think it's just going to be something to one of these. Actually, one of these is going to be like 180. Because literally all it needs is to kind of be flipped around. Let's see here. There we go. I think I need to change this animation. It's more for like a bash or something like that. I think I'm also going to want to change this rotation a little bit. So that way it kind of looks more like it's kind of like the handles kind of merged in with one another. I think for now I'm going to leave this because this should still work. I should still be able to damage the player this way. Cool. And that should kind of be our AI. I think that kind of fixes all the issues, I think. That's awesome. Dude, this this is going a lot better than I thought it would. That is off. Hold on. Oh, that is very off. That's a little better. All right. Dude, this is awesome. Everything seems to be working great. We got our AI ready to go. All right. I want to have a quick look at the starting level real quick. Let me change the streaming method. Let's do this. Hold on. Switch over to persistent level for a second. I'm not entirely sure what causes this issue, to be honest. Okay, it is blueprint. Awesome. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hide this, actually. I don't need that. All right. I would like... That is not what I would like. Let's go for that. There we go. Why do I have so many? That is so weird. I'm not even going to worry about it right now. I'm not even going to worry about it. Okay, I want to have a look. So I'm having issues. The only issue that I'm running into with the generator right now, aside from it overlapping periodically, is when you enter in, about once you get to this point, it seems to kind of start, you know, chugging along a little bit. At least on the Quest 2. I don't think this is an issue on PC or Linux or anything like that. I think right now this is just a PC issue. So we're going to have a look at a few of these. Look at the unit graph. And then we're also going to have share complexity and quads. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know why I have something stuck there. That's weird. Kind of looks like it kind of lines up with like this if I can get to, like the right angle or something. Yeah, a little something like that. Oh well, I won't worry about it. All right, so looking at this, because I know once you start getting to the center of the room, it's not that big a deal. So I wonder if I need to kind of merge these together. We're going to try that real quick. I'm going to try merging some of these together here. I actually don't know if I can do that here. I might need to... Let me do this real quick. Ooh. Wrong button. Okay, I guess it won't let me. All right, we'll do this then. I'll grab this. And we will manually position it. I'll hide this real quick. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at this. Merge these. So I'm gonna do merge underscore. Let's have a look at this real quick. So if we're looking at this, right? And then I also want to see just one of these. Triangle is 146. Let me see here. Because it could also be, maybe I need to set up like some LODs or something like that. Yeah, so this doesn't seem to change anything. It looks like it's basically the same thing, except now we're combining it all into one mesh. I don't think that causes any sort of issue or anything. So we're going to do this then, because it would seem as though we need to make some changes to the mesh itself, is what it's looking like. Thanks, Combined Potato. Sorry, I've been off of Discord for a little while now, so I just haven't been on in quite a while, right? I don't know if you're still here or not. Let's see here. So enable. So I know Nanite doesn't work. I actually did a little bit more research on Nanite. I found right now it only works on the Xbox Series consoles, the PS5, and it only works on like really like modern PC hardware. So like things that are a lot more current. I think it's anything from like 3,000 and above if you're looking at Nvidia. And what's AMD on about that time? 6,000, I think. So I know Nanite doesn't work on Android at least. Position. Normal. So I think I gotta play around with some things here. So let's try this. I'm going to set these up. Say 4. And I'm gonna have to tinker around with these right now. See if I can remember. Hold on. If we do reduction settings. There we go. LOD1. Hold on. I'm trying to remember. Custom. There's supposed to be a way that I can modify the screen size here. Actually, I wonder if I can just kind of modify these a little bit. Oh, I can. Actually, I can't even tell the difference there. Oh, shoot. Okay, there I definitely can. There I can. There's got to be like some kind of sweet spot in here. 40. Nice. You can't even tell the difference there at 40. Heck yeah. All right. I think this could very well help out with the issue here. Let's try this a little bit. We're going to open this up. So if we decrease this to 50. Okay, here you definitely can. But I'm curious. I think I have two here. Hold on. This is up against the entrance room. Looks like it's this one. Yeah, so that one's got an extra for some reason. Okay, and this actually looks like it's just literally a square. So I can probably actually just take a material. Oh no, I can't, huh? I hit the that there. Okay, so we're gonna try this a little bit. So if we just try like decreasing polygon count a little bit, I wonder if this might help out a bit. I think for the roof, I'm gonna go and take the sacrifice. I'm gonna take out like the little slats that we had there, because I think I ran into a similar issue there. So let me just see if I can get something that still looks pretty reasonable, and just without those slats in there. 5. Yeah, so 50 is kind of looks like that sweet spot then. So we'll go and stick with 50 there. And then I also need to grab the door here. Okay, yeah. That's going to kind of screw with a few things here, it looks like. Let me try 55. Okay, 55 still looks pretty reasonable. So if we're looking at this like this, right? So let me go and open up the medieval, right? See, it's this draw count that I think might be a bit of an issue. I wonder if I kind of need to tinker around with these as well. Actually, something's occurring to me. Is this all like a darker green because I have more than one floor? No. Why is... Material is the same, right? Yes, it is. What is going on here? The SDK version above 29, at least 32 is required to run. Oh, wait. Hold on. Is that a side quest? Hold on. I was pretty sure I had it set to 32. Let me have a quick look here. SDK. Yeah, I'm running at 32 right now. I was having that same issue with the app lab. Give me 1 second here. Let me see. Let me see if maybe I need to change something in side quest. It's not looking like it. Okay, I'll have a closer look at that. Maybe I need to rebuild it or something. I built that earlier this week. It shouldn't have had any sort of issue. I was able to run it on my quest just fine. Let me see if Meta gave me any sort of issues with that. Above 29, at least 32. The SDK version above 29, at least 32 is required to run. I didn't even realize that they rolled that out. I thought they weren't rolling that out for like another month or something like that. Status. Yeah. Huh. Because I upload that same build to the Quest Developer Hub, and that one detected an Android API level of 32. Okay, I'll have a closer look at that. It's got to be a side quest thing, I would assume. Just the only reason I'm saying that is because AppLab detected it at SDK level 32. I've had it set to 32 now for months because I knew that was coming. Developers were getting noticed that that they were upgrading where you had to be using SDK version 32 at least. I'll give that a double check. I'll probably have to, I don't know what I'll have to do, I guess. Let me see. Okay. I didn't realize I accidentally closed down my chat. All right, I'll have a closer look at that after the stream. I might just need to rebuild it again. Oh, you know what? I wonder. I think I built that version on my PC. The helmet has not been updated for a long time. Are you talking about your quest? I wonder too. I think I might have. I wonder. I know I built it at the same time I was doing the App Lab APK. I wonder if I built SideQuest on PC for some reason, on like my Windows PC, and that one had some different settings. I'll give it another rebuild, and I'll have a look at that. I'll give it a double check with my own headset as well and see if there's an issue there. All right. What was I doing? I was working on this. That's right. So looking at some of this. Let's decrease. I really only need the detail to be kind of maintained inside, to be honest, on this one, because I'm not really seeing the outside. So let's see what I can do here. Actually, that might end up working all right. have to lower it a bit, I think. Let's see here. Let me see what these ones end up looking like when I do this one as well. Yeah, this one kind of does the same thing. I don't know that I can change these ones around too much, to be honest. I wish there was a way to get to, like, preserve a specific part of the mesh or something like that. Or prioritize, I guess, a specific part of the mesh. I think I'm just going to end up moving it down just a tad, but I want to make sure I get some of these edges and stuff looking pretty nice. Okay, so that kind of helps out there. Actually, this one kind of ends up looking not too bad. Let me see if I can close this distance a bit. Oh, I see the problem. Okay, yeah, no, this isn't going to work. I can't do it with the roof. I'll see if I can't do it with some of the player characters, though. So I'll clear all those out. Let me see if I can't get some of these characters just a little bit lower detail. Let's see here. Maybe because of the 49 firmware. Final Fantasy, dude, Final Fantasy music is awesome. I didn't play a lot of Final Fantasy growing up, but I have to say they make some there's some awesome music for that game. I don't know what the 49 firmware you're talking about is. If you haven't updated your Quest 2 for a while, yeah, you will need to update it, most likely. Because I know they updated the Quest 2. I think it might have been a couple months ago. I thought it was supposed to happen sometime sooner, but they updated it at least a couple months ago. Where now they're supporting SDK versions 32 and above, and now they actually require they either do currently or they're going to soon require levels 32 or above for APKs that are being shipped onto the Quest 2. I don't know if SideQuest has those restrictions. I don't know if it's something with like the headset itself that's going to require that, or if it's something like specific to App Lab, or if SideQuest can kind of circumvent that. I don't really know. Hello, MoBeast. I hope you're doing well. Doing a little bit of work, trying to optimize some performance a little bit. I'm having a few issues here and there, so just kind of working on some optimization at the moment. There we go. Reduction settings. Oh, yeah, that doesn't fully work, does it? Okay, I think that might work pretty nicely. So if we do that for that one, let me actually see what this looks like at full. I think I can kind of get away with something like that. I don't think that looks too bad. But I'm kind of curious. I think the Joker one might be the big issue here because I know this is what the enemy NPCs are using right now. So we're going to change this around just a little bit. God, can I not even change this around? I hate that I have like no control over like what it prioritizes to keep. I really hate that. Like I'd like for it to at least kind of keep like the face, you know, pretty close to the original. I like it. I like the face and the hands. I think are kind of like the more important things here. The rest of the body, I feel like wouldn't be as bad, but. What if I change this? Hold on. Okay, how about we do this then? If this isn't going to work, we're going to have to set up some more LODs. So we're going to do 8 levels. Oh, actually, I can do up to 11. We'll do 11. Oh, it'll let me keep going. All right. We'll do 16. We're going to see how this goes. I've never actually tried to see like how many LOD levels I can have. Oh. Oh no. Am I causing issues? I think I'm breaking things. Let me restart the editor. I'm gonna restart it real quick because I'm breaking things. Oh, man. Oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. I think I might need to shut down Visual Studios altogether real quick. Huh. The Unreal Editor is not quitting. I'm going to give it a second. Oh, there it goes. Face polygon. Yeah, I was trying to keep everything low poly, just because I feel like it's like the best balance when you do low poly. I feel like it's the best balance between something that looks decent, but you're still getting pretty good performance out of it. So that's kind of what I was going for. That was part of the reason too. I didn't want to do something like voxel or anything like that. I tried, by the way, voxel. I think that might have been you, Space Engineer, that mentioned that last stream. I wasn't able to get voxel working really well on the Quest 2, unfortunately. So low poly is what I'm sticking with. Right now, this is for VR. I am looking at doing a first person, but as of right now, I've mostly focused on VR. So if VR goes well, I should be able to adapt this to PC pretty easily. I kept most things pretty general, so that way they're not specific to VR. I know there's a few things here and there that might be an exception, like the weapon grab system. That's mostly for VR because it requires a motion controller component. Let me see. The AI though should work. The AI should work. The generator should work. All the level switching, all that should work. Quest 2 NPC, yes. So just for anybody who was not here when I started the stream, there are 2 links in the description below. I'm actually going to pull them up real quick. I have Altiverse available as a playtest. Keep in mind it's still pretty early, so there's going to be a lot of bugginess. There's going to be a lot of incomplete features and things like that, but it's available for SideQuest, and it's available for Steam. You guys can playtest it, and I appreciate any and all feedback I get. I believe, from what I can gather, I believe Space Engineer was kind of already having a look at that and kind of said there was an issue with the SideQuest version right now. But if you guys want to, you guys are more than welcome to. I appreciate feedback. This is just kind of what it looks like at the moment. I have things getting in the way. So this is the SideQuest page. I actually need to take this logo and put it into the Steam page. And this is what the Steam page is looking like. You can request access for the playtest. It should automatically approve everyone. You can let me know in stream if it doesn't, if you're going to go have a look at that. It should automatically approve everyone. I should be set up that way. If nobody tells me during stream, I'm going to give it a double check later on. Because in Steamworks, it'll show me how many people have the playtest right now. Last I checked, 22 people were requesting access. So I should... I'll have to... actually, I can probably go and have a look at that real quick. Go and transition back. Unreal Engine's open again, so I'm going to have to check that real quick. Let me have a look real quick at Steamworks. Let me see if... I doubt anybody else has requested access right now, but just have a look. Yeah, Steam playtest. Oh, it's still not... Huh. 9 players waiting for access. These are players that have registered their interest in participating, but do not yet have access. Why is it not... I wonder if it like takes time or something. I'm gonna give these people access real quick. Oh, and while I was saying that, one more person also requested access while I was doing that. Oh, weird. It's not granting access to that one person. Interesting. Okay, I'll give it a check later on. You're gonna try the SideQuest version? Yeah, let me know how that goes. I know Space Engineer was saying that there was an issue with the SDK version, which shouldn't have been the case, but maybe I screwed something up when I was packaging it or something. So you'll have to let me know. All right. Let's have a look at these LEDs. So I'm going to set it to a max of 8. Okay, never mind. It'll let me set to a max of 6. Okay, so we'll set to 6. Okay. And actually, this should function a little bit better on the Quest 2. I think actually I might... trying to think. I think I'm going to do the same thing with these as well. So I need to make sure these LODs are working pretty nicely with one another. It's not letting me switch LODs for some reason. Hold on. 1. Oh, geez. It's got to be really small for LOD 1 to take place. I really want to be able to adjust this, but it's not letting me for some reason. Okay, I'll leave it as auto for now. I might have to play around with that a little bit more. I won't worry about that because that really shouldn't make any difference. We'll go and do this one. Okay, we're going to do 6. We're going to pull out all the stops. We need all the LODs. I wonder if this is going to be more noticeable on the Quest 2 or not. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. That's why. Okay, so I can't change this. Both Steam and side quests work, but this is after updating the helmet. I'll check later. For Marsha, it's a little harder to do. That's fair enough. That's understandable. I kind of assumed that maybe the headset needed an update or something, because I know current headsets, yeah, you do need they update it so you have to be running APK or SDK 32 or above. I actually don't know what the maximum SDK you can use right now is. I'm gonna leave it as 32 though. I don't feel like breaking that, because if I break the SDK, that's a pain to fix. Okay. Let's go ahead, change section 1. Okay, let's do like 0.02, I think. I'm gonna manually configure some of these. And we'll leave the rest of those alone. I'm just gonna configure like the first 3 on all these. Let's set this back to auto. Okay. Two, and then LOD 2 will be at 0.01. I'll have to see how this ends up working as well. I don't know if it actually works here in editor. Okay, it is switching LODs. You can barely tell when you're looking at it. I'll have to see how that looks in the Quest 2, I think. I might need to increase those that distance a little bit. I wonder if it works here in editor. Oh, yep, it sure does. All right, and I did almost forget too. There's also a door. I need to configure the door too. You don't have side quests on headset just yet. What's the best way to get? So right now I only have it available on SideQuest and Steam. Trying to think. I'm trying to make it as easily accessible as possible, because I know the Quest 2 is especially problematic. Because App Lab doesn't allow for you to do playtesting. And so kind of the only ways are to kind of sideload it yourself. Regardless, any way that I tell you, you'd need a PC. There is an easy installer for SideQuest. I don't have it set up on this PC right now. There's an option to install SideQuest as an application on your Quest 2. And it'll basically kind of give you a browser. It basically gives you something that looks a little... Hold on. It basically gives you, like, if you go to their website, it basically gives you that. It just, like, lists all the different applications and stuff. Side quest is not very difficult at all. The only thing is you need a PC, or I think you're able to do it if you have an Android phone. But if you have an iPhone or you don't have a PC, then I don't think there's a way to install side quest. Side quest installer. Let's see here. Let me see what they say their options are right now. I actually have not checked this for like a good minute. Phil, let me alt tab out of here. There we go. Yeah, there's the easy installer. That's honestly probably what I'd recommend. That will basically install SideQuest to your headset, so you don't ever need a PC. So, I mean, if you know someone who has a PC or something, you can do that. Just say, hey, can I hook it up for a second and install this? The advanced installer actually isn't even that advanced. It's literally just it's literally the same thing, except it's strictly for PC, I think. I just want to know the fastest way to install. Yeah, the fastest way to install is literally just that easy installer. If you download it, you should be able to just install it to your PC. There's lots of tutorials for stuff like that too. Let's go have a look at this. Okay, triangles. Let's see if we can decrease this a little bit. I think I'll have to leave it around 50. We'll leave it at 50. There we go. All right. Yeah, honestly, yeah. Fastest way to install is just going to be the easy installer. Honestly, installing SideQuest is not that difficult. You just... The only thing a lot of people seem to hate about... I don't even know if I'd say hate. I'd say the only thing that people tend to dislike about SideQuest is just the fact that you require a PC, which is kind of the way any sort of side loader is going to be, to be honest. Cool. There we go. All right, so that's awesome. Alright, so we're getting all of our LODs in place. I got some weird gap going on here. Alright. What time is it? 11:15? Alright, so I want to have a quick look. I think that should kind of fix most of my issues that I've been having with performance. I'll give that a shot. I'll probably actually see if I can't upload to SideQuest and everything tonight. I think kind of the only thing left is I want to see if I can fix that dungeon generator. So I've noticed... Let me do this real quick. If I do this... actually, I need to go to... room base. I've noticed that for some reason the generator started overlapping on itself. I'm not entirely sure why. There's our medieval one. Why do I keep getting like random black squares? Does that show up in stream too? It doesn't. It just shows up on my PC. That is so weird. Okay, yeah, it is generating on top of itself. Ooh. Did I just cause a crash? Just did the easy installer route. That's a good way to go. It's easy. It's easy. It makes things simple. All right. So what happened to Unreal Engine? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so let's see. I need to come down here. We need to check the overlap. Self and get owner. I'm gonna do this actually. We're just gonna do like 100. I'm also gonna do this too. We're gonna draw a debug sphere. So we're gonna draw right here at the origin. Same radius of 100. And make it a nice bright red. We'll do for 30 seconds. We'll do for a thickness of 20. I need to see why this is not going. If it's just not generating in the right position, or if it's not scanning the right position, that's going to be a little bit problematic. That was the wrong button. Look, I'm getting a black square again right over here. It's so weird. Okay. So I don't think it overlapped that time. Have a look at all these real quick. Let's get a nice little overview of all these. I want to see where they're all at. Okay, so no overlaps this time. Okay, I think that... Oh, wait. Hold on. There's two spawning there. Okay, so it seems as though they might not be detecting each other. I'm gonna do this real quick. I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna see if that might fix some of this. Hello, Purple. Hope you're doing well. Actor class filter. Okay, so it's scanning for world static and world dynamic. Did I possibly... Let's see. So by default, it's world dynamic. Let me open up the room start real quick. These are dynamic. So I wonder if what's happening is maybe they're spawning around the same time. Because I noticed it kind of did like a little loop right there. And so I wonder if maybe it's kind of like spawning at roughly the same time. They're not really picking up on each other. Let me see. I'm going to try something real quick. I'm going to see if I can't stagger the spawning a little bit. We'll say between like 0.1, 0.5. Actually, we'll say between 0 and... yeah, we'll say between 0 and 0.5. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so it looks like it's possible there was a duplicate spawned here, and one of these four could potentially be a duplicate. So we'll have a look. Oh wait, was this one a duplicate? Hold on. Nope. Okay, that one's fine. You know what else I'm noticing too? I need these to be scanning the floor, not the ceiling, because that's going to cause a problem with these multi-story ones. Let me do this real quick, actually. I should have checked it. Oh, well. Altiverse is successfully installed. Nice. Yeah, you'll have to let me know how that goes. Just keep in mind, everything is still very much experimental. There's still a lot of features that are either not working correctly or things that just aren't working, period. I did fix, in case you're curious right now, okay? I've already had a few reports of like certain things that are going wrong. I know about the spawning. That should be fixed now. And how sometimes you'll kind of fall through the floor. I'm aware that the weapon can kill the player that's holding it. That is also fixed. I can confirm that one's fixed. You should now be able to damage enemies. I believe I fixed that during this stream. Enemies should now be able to damage you, so now they can kill you. Although I need to fix up their animation a little bit. Let me see. Was there any others? I think those three were like the major three. And I know that performance is a bit of an issue on the Quest 2 right now. That should have also been fixed during this stream. At least mostly. I'll be giving that one a check myself as well. It was interesting too because there was a side quest. When I uploaded to SideQuest, they actually, whoever like tested it was like, hey, by the way, here's a few issues I ran into. It wasn't something I was expecting for anybody who works at SideQuest to do, but hey, I appreciate the feedback. All feedback is very much appreciated. Okay. So let's see. There's a few places where it looks like it could have overlapped again. So I'll have a look at this. Let's see, room 2, 3, 4. Actually, let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, it actually tells me down here at the bottom. Cool. So 16 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Perfect. So it looks like no overlaps here. Let's do this a few times. Okay, Okay, so we got 16 here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I think the generation is fixed. I think everything is working again. Awesome. Increase the size of the collision and kind of staggered the overlaps a little bit. The overlap check. I think this is all working properly again. So the way that this basically works, this is where the tavern spawns, and all 4 starter characters are gonna spawn this in this way. They're all gonna have like their own starting zone. Every starting zone is going to have like all the same stuff. So once I have multiplayer together, there's going to be a multiplayer section so you can connect to servers. There's going to be a section where you can buy upgrades for your equipment, where you can choose what weapon you want to load, because there's going to be weapons that you can unlock. And at the very least, there's going to be those 3. I'm looking at maybe having like a sort of almanac section and like a couple other things, but I'm not completely sold on either of them. And then for each one, you'll kind of walk into the room. The moment you walk in, it'll shut behind you. It'll shut some kind of door or something. I might need to increase that size a bit. It'll shut some kind of door behind you. The starting zone will have just mostly kind of decorative stuff. But somewhere in there will be a weapon. In the medieval case, it's right here. And then, so you'll have your weapon right there that you can kind of grab. I didn't want to leave it in the main lobby in case you kind of step in and leave it behind by mistake. Let me rephrase that. You'll have your starter weapon in here in case. All the weapons that you unlock will be in like the starting zone over here. That's the plan right now, at least. And then you can kind of go through. As you walk through, when you move into different rooms, eventually there's going to be doors here that kind of open and close for you. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. But as you kind of walk through, the rooms will kind of load and unload based off of which room you're currently in. So it'll only currently, if you're in like this room, it'll only load this room, this corridor, and this corridor. And the reason for that is when the door opens, I want to make sure that you can actually see into the next corridor. So you're not really fully able to tell that there's a, that all the other rooms aren't really showing. And that's the way all of these should work. I think the start room might actually not be working fully correctly right now. Let me double check this. Go and relaunch this. Okay, so if we go and launch our medieval one, I think for some reason the first corridor might not be showing up, so we're gonna have a, yeah, the first corridor is not showing up. Okay, so, oh, you weren't supposed to spawn here. Wait, did it overlap again? I think it did. I think it might have overlapped again. Yeah, it overlapped again. Okay, weird. Let's do this, and if I take this out, and then here... branch, begin, generate. I'm going to do this. I'm gonna see if this might fix it a little bit. Actually, this is a bit of a conundrum here. I'm gonna do this real quick, and then this can just kind of feed up here. I don't actually fully know what all this was doing up here. Come on. Oh, okay. This does need to happen. Okay, that kind of fixes it. All right. And I don't think it overlapped that time. So I think they all need to be visible when they first overlap, which is really weird. Nope, it overlapped that time too. Oh, it overlapped in several places. What the heck? What is happening? This is so weird. Because I can understand it overlapping with other things, but it keeps overlapping with the start room. It crashed when I got in the room with the sexy teacher. I don't know what sexy teacher you're talking about. Hold on. Because I at least need to know this. Hold on. I don't know what sexy teacher you're talking about. I like your description though. Every room does have one human in it. So let's see. This one's the medieval one, okay? This one's the medieval one. We also have, hold on. This is our modern. I get the feeling you might be talking about this one. This one is the office. Then we also have future. This is the only human in here, which actually I need to merge or mesh together. This is the future one. And then we have, I'm assuming you're not talking about this one. This one's actually been swapped out for dystopian instead of apocalyptic. Room with PCs? Okay, so you're talking about the modern one. Okay, interesting. Let me see if I can duplicate that real quick. Which one is the modern one? This one. Okay, let's look. Did you do anything in there, or did it literally just crash? Let's see here. So I see I'm getting an issue from the room start. So component set to 0. Was this starting? Okay. I wonder if that's just a result from teleporting around. I'll have to have a closer look at that. I think... I'm trying to think. I think the Quest 2 keeps a log. I need to remember where the log's at, though. There is a log that should be within the Quest 2 that should roughly explain what happened. I'm unfortunately not entirely sure. Oh, interesting. I'm unfortunately not entirely sure what happened, though, just based off of that. Yeah. Yeah, if you want to boot it up again, let me know if it happens again. Because it could also be... I wonder if like, level streaming all over the place kind of causes... Didn't crash this time? Okay, I wonder... Did you by any chance jump between like level several times? Like, did you put multiple of those orbs in just randomly or something? I need to make those orbs make a little bit more sense too. I know they don't at the moment. They're all just kind of colored. It was the first level? Okay, interesting. Huh. Was just starting. Okay. I might have to have a look into that right now. Fortunately, it's not real easy if it didn't work the first time and then just randomly worked a second time. So I might have to look into that a little bit. Because I'm unfortunately not entirely sure just based off of that. Okay. All right. Let me see. 11:30. I want to see if I can't get this working real quick at the very least. Okay, so we're going to do this real quick. Oh, is this Outer Wilds? Oh, it is. Dude, Outer Wilds was such a good game. Okay, this one did it again. So let's see here. Let's see which one's overlapping. There it is. Room 3, exit 1-14. Okay. Interesting. So it's not even detecting any sort of overlaps or anything. At least from what I can tell. That is so weird. It's just randomly not. Think it was a performance issue. Okay, I'm trying to take care of the performance issues because I know that there are a few. Also near the out of order door in the same level, I fell into oblivion. Okay, I wonder if I need to offset that door then. Okay, so we'll try. I think I might know what's causing that issue. I think the medieval level might have the same issue. I'll do this. This might actually fix it a bit. Where's my door? Do I not have a door? I had a door. Where's my door? Oh, that's right. This one I was just scaling it up and down. So I'm going to do this then. I'm going to push this back just a little bit. Eventually what I'd like to do is have it where you're kind of forced into the room just a little bit. Because I don't like just spawning it in like this. I feel like it's a bit of an issue. Okay. Let me also, since you're saying it's a performance issue, let's also have a look at some of these real quick. Yeah, see, these don't have a lot of triangles and stuff. I don't really know. This one might. Let's see this one. That one's not having a ton either. But this one. Okay, this one has a little bit more. Let me see if I can decrease this one at least. I might see if I can't decrease them all just so it's a little bit nicer. Try to get the maximum amount of performance possible. Okay, that actually works a little bit better, so we'll stick with that. And then this one. Okay, I don't think I can get away with any fewer triangles on this one. That kind of sucks. Either works. If you would like to make a list, that works. If you have, I'm probably gonna be ending the stream here soon. I wanted to see if I could fix the generator real quick before. I believe you're doing the side quest one. If it's not too inconvenient, I think side quest has a sort of reviews thing, sort of, or a comments thing. Let me see real quick. Because I'd like to be getting like as many like bugs and issues as possible. Let me see here. Yeah, see, that's user reviews, though. I don't know if that's going to work. Yeah, because you need to do, like, a star system. Okay, there's an option here to message me if you'd like to do that. I believe it just comes over here to my messages section here. So if you'd like to just, like, send me messages or something like that whenever you encounter issues, or if you want to make a list and send it to me, that works, too. I just realized I'm not sharing this screen. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. So there's like a little message developer section over here if you wanted to like message me. It'll just kind of send me, there's like a little messages section in my portal. So I mean, if you wanted to do something like that, that would work. I don't know if you'd be able to do as like a review, to be honest. But if that's a little easier, you might be able to do something like that too. Yeah, try the message thing. That should work. Yeah, I didn't fully think that part through, the feedback part. Because I also don't know how that's going to work on Steam. Let me see what Steam does. I think Steam also has an option where you can message me as well. Let me see. I'll have a look at Steam. I might need to see what I can do with that one. There's a community hub section. Yeah, there's a community hub. Maybe I need to start a discussion on there or something. Okay. Let me see if I can't. I'll try and see if I can't improve the performance a little bit in the office. I know for the most part those levels are pretty good, but as I start adding more things in, I know it's going to become a little bit more problematic, so I need to keep that in mind. Okay. Let me check real quick. Room base. I'm going to try something here. Let me actually have a look at something. Overlap all dynamic. I wonder... It's going to be a pain if I have to do something like this. Hold on. Okay, wait, this might be why. Hold on. Overlap all dynamic. I think this is why. I'm going to have to go through and change all these to overlap all dynamic. I think I changed that. I forgot that this is why I had done that. Hold on. I think this should fix the generator. So that one's set to overlap all dynamic. That one should be fine. Because it would explain why it's only happening with some rooms for the most part. Because I'm mostly noticing it with the start room. I don't think I've really noticed it with any of the other ones. But I'm willing to bet that this is the reason why I'm having those issues. Okay, I think that'll fix that issue now. Let's try that real quick. Okay, I don't think I got any overlaps this time. It looks like they're all fine. Okay, wait. Was there an overlap that occurred here? I think I see two here. Let's see here. Oh, I did. This one's set to overlap all dynamic. I don't understand why this keeps happening. I wonder if I need to set to be more of like a tile generator or something like that, to be honest. I'm encountering a lot of bugs. Is it because of Quest 2? I honestly don't know. I don't know what bugs you're running into. If you want to just send me the list, I'll have a look at it. It could just be that I have not been able to find all of them because I'm just one person. I'm trying to check for as many bugs as possible. This is part of the reason why I wanted to do playtests, is because grab the sword again. It fell into oblivion. Okay, that might be an issue that I had done. Because this is part of the reason why I want to do playtests as well, is because I'm not able to test for everything, right? So I for sure know that there's going to be at least quite a few bugs that I have not found. I know the side quest the side quest tester who tested my game, he had mentioned a few bugs he had encountered, which should now be fixed. The weapon thing I think you're running into should be fixed, I think. I don't think that should be an issue anymore. I'll be uploading a new build no later than tomorrow evening. I'm going to make a habit of uploading builds every Friday evening, but given that I've done quite a bit of changes today, I might see if I can't upload one today as well. At least to SideQuest, if not to Steam as well. So yeah, I can't say with 100% certainty if it's me or if it's an issue with the Quest 2. It's very likely it's just me and it's just bugs that I have not yet found. I know VR tends to be a little bit buggier because it's very hard to test for what all the players can do. Because a lot of players have different play styles, right? So part of the reason I wanted to do playtesting, I want to make sure everything works well, and I want to make sure that all the bugs are as free as possible, because eventually this is going to become a paid game, right? I don't want to be putting out a paid game that's going to be buggy as all heck when people buy it. You know, I want, you know, a few bugs here and there, that's understandable, but if it's like completely unplayable, if it's like Skyrim or something like that, I don't want to be doing that. Yeah. Yeah, I subscribe very. I like the idea that Valve has where you should test often. I understand with Valve they actually start playtesting like in week 1. Cyberpunk VR. Oh yeah. No, I understand. Like Valve, for example, they begin playtesting within like the first week of starting any game, and that's mostly to get that's just to get player feedback. Um, I'm obviously not starting playtest week 1. I'm a lot later on, but I would have liked to be playtesting earlier on. The only reason I wasn't able to is because you needed things like screenshots. You needed like a general overview of the about section. I need to make sure that things would generally work in the way that I wanted them to, and I wouldn't need to be changing up the story. You know, you need an actual name, some form of logo, things like that. I know the App Lab store is very much the same way, and SideQuest also does a very similar thing. I don't know that they require screenshots, but they at least require things like logos and things like that. So, you know, unfortunately, I wasn't able to begin playtesting as early as I would have liked. So it's very likely that there's going to be quite a few bugs that I just haven't encountered because I've been developing now for months at this point. Nearly a year, I think, now. I think I started development in December of last year. Did this some time ago. It was still working with Unity. Unity's not a bad engine. I don't prefer it. That was actually another announcement I made at the beginning of the stream as well, by the way. I did decide to go back to school, and so I'm actually doing a game development degree. And so we're actually required to make a game. I am going to be publishing that one on Steam as well. It's actually pretty far along so far. The only thing I'm kind of missing at this point is design stuff and just kind of a few general things like for scores and stuff like that. It's going to be very reminiscent of something like Stick Fight, Spider Heck, or Rounds. It's going to be very much like that same kind of 2 to 4, almost battle royale, just kind of goofing off kind of thing. It's looking pretty good so far. I will say Unity is incredibly easy to develop for just because there's so much help you can find on Unity. Yeah. But that one will be interesting. All right. I am going to actually go and end off the stream here for today. I actually need to go and take off here in a little bit. So I'm going to end it off here today. Yeah, Unreal VR is definitely a struggle. There's definitely not as much documentation for Unreal VR. I haven't really looked into Unity VR in quite a while. And I did a little bit of development in Unity VR. But I never did it extensively, so I don't actually entirely know what it looks like. I have a general idea, but I don't entirely know what it's like to develop in Unity for VR. I might see about giving Unity another shot only because I know Apple's working on their VR headset, or I guess their VR AR headset, and at the moment Unity is the only platform that supports that. And I think that might mostly be because of Apple and Epic's kind of dispute they've had going on for a little while now. Which kind of sucks. If that ends up being the case, I might end up having to switch over to Unity. Because I want to be able to support as many platforms as possible. Obviously, right now, I don't think the Apple VR headset is really worth the $3,000. But in a few years, I'm sure it'll be a lot cheaper. And at that point, I think it might be worth developing for. So, yeah, I might give that a shot at some point. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and end off the stream here. I appreciate you guys joining. I don't know if it's just you mix up or if there's anybody else in the chat, but I appreciate you guys joining. be sure to give that playtest a shot. Like I said, it's going to be buggy. There's still features missing, but I appreciate any and all feedback. I'll start up a discussion board on Steam, or I'll see if I can, just for feedback on the playtest and things like that. And there will be a playtest, and there will be updates going for both those playtests no later than tomorrow evening. I might be doing the Android one later today, but no later than tomorrow evening for both of them. So hopefully a lot of those bugs get taken care of. Thank you, Mix Up. Yeah, definitely send me a list of any bugs you run into. And you take care as well, all right? Appreciate it.